Danny in Connecticut, go ahead.
Hey, Mike, on that referee call, listen, the line of scrimmage was the 20-yard line, and once the offense makes the substitution, the referee was allowing the defense to get back over the line of scrimmage so they won't be offside.
Wait a second. No, wait. He was ready to snap the ball. If he's ready to snap the ball, he can snap it.
No, Mike, just listen, just hear me out. Just don't cut me off. When you're in a hurry, if you don't go to any substitutions, then you can get up to the line and snap it. Once the offense makes a substitution, the defense is allowed to make it. The defense was coming on the field, and they were already coming from the 50, and they got across the 20. The referee allowed them.
Wait a second. If they are lined up and they're on the right side of the ball, okay, and they are lined up to play, and he's over the ball with the center, and the substitutions have been made, they are not allowed to run a player back onto the field again.
No, they were already on the field. They were trying to cross the line of scrimmage.
Well, then they're not ready to play. That's fine, but that's not what That's not what Flacco was arguing about. Flacco said he was ready to snap the ball.
Yes, but the offense made a substitution.
Well, that's fine, but once you're at once you're at the line of scrimmage, you're not in the substitution mode anymore.
The offense can't run the guys to the line of scrimmage. The defense was coming out to the field.
Well, listen, then there's no play, because then that's not a play yet. Then. Well, then if he's there, yes, he's allowed to make, then you're not ready to play yet. If they have made a substitution, they are clearly allowed to make a substitution. But if he's over the ball, they should have been already made their substitution. They're not then running a guy onto the field when they're already lined up. So if they have their 11 and they've made their substitution, they're allowed to make a substitution, but they should have already been on the other side of the ball. Otherwise, why would Flacco be over the ball already? You can't run the hurry up then. So if they're still on the other side of the ball, it looked like all 11 were set for defense. Now, if they're still coming on the field, that's fine. You can, but that's not what it looked like. It looked like everybody was set and they were holding the ball up. I understand what you're saying about letting them substitute. I agree with that. They substituted. You're allowed to substitute. But it looked like everybody was set and they were holding the play up. They're not allowed then to make another substitution if they're already set again. You can't then say, oh, wait, I want to change again. So they make a change on substitution in the hurry-up, okay? They now have broken, whether they huddled or not on that play a little bit, I don't think they did. So now you got 11 and they're lined up. Now they got 11 and they're lined up. You made your substitution, they made theirs. I didn't see guys coming across. It looked like their 11 was set. They can't then make additional substitutions. They made their substitutions. They made theirs. They made theirs. Time to play again. He's over the ball, and Flacco wants to go. I didn't see them making initial substitutions there. It looked like they were trying to make... If they're trying to make secondary substitutions, that's not fair. You can't keep making substitutions. They made a substitution which allows you by rule to make a substitution. I understand that. But they're already set. It looked like we were 11 on 11 set, and they were holding the ball up. Now, you're saying there was guys coming across. I didn't see guys coming across. So that's fair, substitution, but everybody looks set by then. You can't then make additional substitutions, because then they can't snap the ball ever. So once he's ready, and the ball's down, remember the ball's down, and you got 11 on 11 play, you can't then make additional substitutions. So I thought the official, and that's why the Ravens were complaining. If you make, by rule, a substitution, we understand that. But my point is, they weren't in a huddle. There's no huddle. They now have 11, they have 11, and he's over the ball and he wants to snap it. They're not allowed to make additional substitutions. They already made their substitutions. He gave them time to make their substitutions. Now, why is he over the ball still if they're set? And I thought they were set on defense. That's why I was saying, what are we waiting for? And that's what Flacco was saying. What are we waiting for? At that point, you can't allow him to make additional substitutions, so that's why I thought he was being unfair, and so the Ravens. That's my point. He was ready to go. Everyone looked like they were ready to go, and he's still holding it up. That's what I didn't understand. You can't allow them additional. They don't get to sit there and say, because you can delay forever. You're going to give them how long? You're going to give them, because they make a substitution, and now I make one, now I can sit there and say, well, I might want to make additional substitutions. You can't keep making substitutions. Substitution. We understand that. But now everybody's set. You can't keep making additional substitutions. That's why I thought they were trying to take advantage. And that's what the Ravens were complaining about. Now, it's not that big a deal. It's one play. It's not that. So when it held them up for 10 seconds, the only reason we're talking about it is somebody brought it up. But I thought it was overly done by the official to sit there and make him wait that long because he was ready to snap, and I thought the defense was set. And at that point, they should let him play, because otherwise you got to let the offense be back in command of the rhythm of the game. Otherwise, you can keep having the defense, keep trying to sit there and get a lot of rest for their players. I mean, you can do that for 30 seconds if you take that to the letter of the law. That's not fair. And I understand it's only when the offense makes a change. Glenn in Jersey, what's up, Glenn?
Hey, Mike.